The Galactic Council's annual summit was held aboard the Zenith Harmony, a massive diplomatic vessel that hosted representatives from over 300 species. James Chen had been assigned as Earth's junior attaché, a position that mostly involved carrying datapads and trying not to embarrass humanity in front of beings who could manipulate gravity with their thoughts. Jessica Reeves was there for different reasons entirely. She stood near the observation deck's central pillar, her dark hair catching the light of a nearby nebula, her eyes scanning the crowd with the practiced efficiency of someone who'd spent years reading people. James had noticed her the moment he'd entered the chamber, not because she was beautiful, though she was, but because of something indefinable, a presence, a rightness that made his chest tighten and his thoughts scatter like startled birds. He'd been staring for exactly 7 seconds when he heard the voice. Your cardiovascular rhythm has increased by 43%. Your pupils have dilated beyond compensatory light adjustment. Your dermis displays elevated temperature in the facial region. The translation was perfect, but the clicking, harmonic cadence behind it was distinctly non-human. You are experiencing what humans call love at first sight, yes? James turned to find himself face-to-face with Ambassador Jakara of the Velshara Collective. She was nearly 8 feet tall with crystalline skin that refracted light into dancing patterns, and 4 eyes arranged in a diamond formation that currently regarded him with something that might have been amusement. What? No, I was just... James stammered, his face burning hotter. Your denial increases the temperature further. Fascinating. Jakara's head tilted at an angle impossible for human anatomy. The Velshara possess sensory organs that detect biochemical changes across 17 spectrums. The pheromone cascade you are experiencing is quite pronounced. We can observe such reactions from across this entire chamber. James wanted to disappear, to dissolve into the deck plating, to request an immediate transfer to a colony on the other side of the galaxy. The female you observe, Jakara continued, apparently unaware of or indifferent to James's mortification. Is she known to you? No, James admitted quietly. I don't even know her name. Then your species' mating rituals are more arbitrary than our xenobiological studies suggested. The ambassador's tertiary eyes blinked independently. Among the Velshara, mate selection requires 7 years of biochemical synchronization analysis and genetic compatibility screening. Humans select based on visual stimulation and temporal immediacy? It's not like that, James protested, though he couldn't quite articulate what it was like. It's more complicated. It's about connection, about feeling like you've found someone who fits. Fits, Jakara repeated as if testing the word. An imprecise term, yet your conviction is absolute. This is the human paradox my people find most perplexing. You make your most significant decisions based on inadequate data and emotional turbulence, yet your species thrives. Before James could respond, Jakara began walking toward Jessica. James's heart lurched. Wait, what are you doing? Facilitating, the ambassador replied. This appears to cause you distress. Among civilized species, we resolve distress when possible. They crossed the deck in what felt like both an eternity and an instant. Jessica turned as they approached, her expression curious but guarded. Up close, James noticed the small scar above her left eyebrow, the way her smile reached her eyes. Before her lips, the faint scent of something like jasmine and ozone. Greetings, Jakara announced. I am Ambassador Jakara. This is James Chen of Earth's delegation. Approximately 2 of your minutes ago, he experienced a significant biochemical response upon observing you. His species classifies this as love at first sight. I am uncertain of proper human courtship protocols, but I have been informed that direct communication is preferable to prolonged observation from a distance. James wished for death. Sweet, immediate death. Jessica's eyebrows rose, and for a horrible moment, James was certain she would laugh or walk away or have him ejected from the summit. Instead, something unexpected happened. She smiled. A real smile, warm and genuine and tinged with amusement. Is that so? Jessica extended her hand not to James, but to Jakara. Jessica Reeves, Xenocultural Liaison. And I appreciate the directness. Ambassador, though you might have just given this poor man a heart attack, human cardiac systems are remarkably resilient, Jakara observed. His will recover. I will now withdraw to allow your species' courtship rituals to proceed without interference. I am told humans value privacy, though I find the concept limits valuable observational data. The ambassador glided away, leaving James and Jessica in a bubble of awkward silence. So, Jessica said, her eyes dancing with barely suppressed laughter. Love at first sight? I am so sorry, James managed. I didn't. She just... The Velshara can apparently read biochemical reactions and... James. Jessica's voice was gentle. Breathe. He did. The nebula outside painted her in shades of purple and gold. For what it's worth, Jessica continued, I noticed you too, about 10 seconds before your alien wing woman decided to play matchmaker. You have kind eyes. And you looked completely overwhelmed by all of this. She gestured at the assembled galactic dignitaries, which made you the first genuine person I'd seen all day. Really? Really? She paused. Though I'm not sure about love at first sight. That seems like a lot of pressure for a first conversation. James laughed, feeling the tension drain from his shoulders. How about intrigued at first sight, with an option to upgrade later pending further data collection? Now you sound like a Velshara, Jessica teased. But yes, I think I can work with that. Across the chamber, Ambassador Jakara observed the interaction with satisfaction. She would include this in her cultural report. Humans, despite their chaotic emotional systems and statistically improbable mate selection processes, somehow make it work. Further study recommended, though the methodology remains elusive. Perhaps this is their greatest strength, the ability to build connection from nothing but a glance and a hope. And perhaps, Jakara mused, there was something beautiful in that reckless, impossible human optimism after all.